The King of the Fae, Nature's Warden. This is Oberon, the Paladin Warframe. Oberon's kit focuses on disrupting enemies, dealing decent enough damage, and healing allies. Through Oberon's connection to nature, his passive gives him and nearby allies up to 3 stacks of Righteous Negation whenever he picks up a health orb. Righteous Negation uses a charge to prevent incoming damage and makes that target momentarily invulnerable. This can be a fantastic passive, granting increased survivability every time Oberon picks up health, which should be happening fairly regularly. Punishing evil with Nature's Fury, Smite slams a disc of radioactive energy into a target in an AoE. Smite completely strips the initial target of armor and overguard, regardless of the amount. This can make it incredible for taking out Xmas enemies, seeing as how the overguard is the primary issue with dealing with them. The initial target also takes a flat amount of its health as radiation damage, with 10 guaranteed radiation statuses, and is stunned momentarily, opening it up to finisher attacks. Enemies around the target take 10% of the original target's health and shields as radiation damage, along with a bonus to that damage based on Oberon's strength. Smite can be a great way to deal with small groups of enemies and Xmas enemies. Spreading the seeds of his righteousness, Hallowed Ground causes vegetation to bloom in an area around Oberon. Enemies that stay within the area created by Hallowed Ground will take radiation damage and statuses every half second. Oberon and his allies will become immune to negative statuses while in the growth, and have negative statuses removed when they enter its area. Oberon can grow up to 3 fields at a time, with a 4th removing the oldest Hallowed Ground. Hallowed Ground is a fantastic way to spread radiation to distract enemies, which can be great for things like defense missions, and its status negation can be great in a pinch. Using the medicinal properties of nature, Renewal encases Oberon with energies that causes him and nearby allies to regenerate health every second, with a larger amount being healed at once at first cast. This healing is increased while Oberon is standing in Hallowed Ground. When a target being healed by Renewal is at full health, Renewal will instead remove negative status effects. While Renewal is active, Oberon gains increased armor, while his allies gain twice the increase to their armor. Allies in Bleed Out will have their bleeding slowed, allowing them to have more time to be picked up. Oberon drains energy each second while Renewal is active, so pay attention to it. Renewal's healing and armor increases makes it a great tool for keeping Oberon's friends going. When paired with his passive, it can keep Tenno standing incredibly well. Summoning the full force of a Paladin's Fury, Reckoning decimates enemies' fortitude. Enemies in an area in front of Oberon are raised into the air and sent crashing down, dealing high amounts of radiation damage, and a guaranteed radiation status effect while being knocked down. Enemies damaged by Reckoning will have their armor reduced, and take increased damage for each radiation status on them. Enemies damaged by Reckoning gain increased chances to drop health orbs on death. These enemies do not need to be killed by Reckoning in order to drop extra health orbs. Any source will do. Oberon will also gain increased armor, based on the number of enemies and radiation statuses on the targets. This armor further increases the gained armor from renewal as well, stacking really well. Oberon can be a great choice for keeping himself and allies fighting while making enemies easier to handle. A great choice for any player that likes the Paladin playstyle. At rank 30, Oberon has 465 HP, 370 shields, 385 armor, and 225 energy. He has a Matter Eye Aura slot, and 2 Matter Eye polarities. Oberon Prime has an additional 55 armor, 40 energy, and 2 additional Nerimon polarities. Oberon's main blueprint can be purchased for credits on the market, and his systems and neuroptics are available at points of interest locations on Earth Railjack missions, while his chassis is from points of interest from Saturn Railjack missions, both of which can be accessed after completion of the quest Rising Tide. Now let's see Oberon in action one last time. Oberon is an oath, Tenno. Never break it.